Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Coriander, here we are tonight. And guess which franchise we're talking about once again?
Right? Who would have thought?
We're back, man. Just when you thought there wasn't any other Halloween news, we do have some news for you guys tonight, and
Yeah.
hopefully this will be some really interesting news for those fans of the franchise, which obviously we are. Real quick,
Hmm.
just to see who we have in the chat. We got Steven. Steven's in the chat. What's going on, man? How you doing? Nice to see you.
Hello.
Hey. We got Miss Carter's in the chat saying, "Hey everybody, how's it going? How's it going?"
Hello.
Neil's in the chat saying, "Hey guys, what's going on, Neil? How you doing, man? Nice to see you." All
Hey.
right, so the bottom line is we wanted to talk about the news that we found out about Halloween Kills, and I wanted to reference the article because we just saw it this morning. Some new news on the release and so forth. So I figured,
Mhm.
Coriander, we talk about it real quick and see what we got. Let me
Yeah.
just pull up the article here for you guys. And what they're talking about is that Halloween Kills extended cut promises more thrills, more kills, and an alternate ending. That's the
Right?
part that got me, man. Let's take a look at this article,
Yes.
man. This is interesting, and we talked about Halloween Kills. And by the way, guys, if you have not seen
Yeah.
our videos on the Halloween franchise,
Check it
we've got the
out.
playlist. We've gone through each movie. We ranked the
Yeah, we have.
franchise, so definitely check those out. But the article says from comicbook.com the finale of Halloween Kills was met with mixed reaction from fans as it saw the death of a beloved character and left things on a cliffhanger, with the upcoming home video release of the film confirming that an alternate ending will be included with the release, along with more thrills and more kills. Director of the film David Gordon Green confirmed last month that there was an additional scene shot for the ending that wasn't included. So the alternate ending will likely be one that includes this additional scene, as opposed to being one that culminates with entirely different reveals. And Coriander, it's
Hmm.
basically saying that Halloween Kills is going to be on digital on December 14th and hits 4K
Yeah.
Ultra Blu-ray and DVD on January the 11th of 2022. So it's right around the corner, man.
Yeah. That's crazy to think.
It
Exciting.
is. It is
Yeah.
exciting, and for people that enjoyed it, obviously they're excited. For people that maybe had some issues with it, this might be something that will fix some things that they maybe didn't agree with. Who knows?
Right.
That's what's interesting when you have an extended cut with deleted scenes and
Yeah.
alternate ending.
Yeah.
It goes on to say, I just want to cover this a little bit more, guys, and you guys can check it out yourself. Um, Green previously detailed the existence of an alternate ending, igniting speculation about what such ending could contain. And he says, quote, "This is the director's cut through and through, but there's an additional scene that we filmed that was scripted, the director shared with Collider. And actually, I think it's a pretty brilliant scene. So we're going to do an extended version on the DVD just so people can see an extended ending that's different and cool." And
Hmm.
when he says that, it's kind of like, wow, that's pretty interesting. And he also goes
Yeah.
on to say, we ended up lifting it when I became more confident of where we're going to pick up in the next movie. It didn't feel authentic to where we were going to go, so we lifted it. So yeah, I mean, I'm really wondering what this could mean for Halloween Ends. That's the big part that I'm wondering. What do you think about that, Coriander?
Whew, I want to see this alternate ending, before
Hmm.
to even really make a judgment on what it could mean, because who knows what it's going to mean?
Well, being that
So,
you know what happened at the end of the
oh,
theatrical
yeah,
cut, do you
yeah.
think that this ending will? And I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't seen it. We know what happened at the end if you've seen it, but do you think that this new cut could change the fate of a certain person at the end of Halloween Kills that we saw?
Maybe. I
Okay,
mean, possibly. Who knows? It sounds like maybe, right? It kind of sounds like it. So,
it it
yeah,
does. It really
yeah.
does. I'm I'm
So,
I'm I'm pretty darn curious.
me too. I'm excited and curious. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Halloween Ends is going into production, I believe, right in the beginning of January, if
Nice.
I'm not mistaken. So the idea is, hey, it's coming, man. The last part of
Yes.
this trilogy. Let's see.
Right.
Miss Carter saying, I'm suffering Halloween burnout.
Oh.
Oh, that's too bad. Well,
Yeah.
the good thing, well, the way I look at it, and I'm a fan of the franchise, and I'm the same way with
Mhm.
Friday the 13th. I usually have like that one time a year where I really dive into the franchise and either most of the movies or my favorite movies. And then, I just step away from it for a while. So, but it is possible to have Halloween burnout. But even though you have burnout, please check out our videos on the franchise because we really spent no, but seriously, we spent a lot of
Yeah, we
time to
did.
prep
We did.
to go through all 12 movies. And I'm pretty sure that not many people have watched all 12 movies. And we know that there were some high points and some low points, but
Oh,
our
yeah, there were.
conversation, our conversation with each one, I thought I was really, really proud of what we were able to do with our
Yeah.
reviews of the franchise and also ranking
Oh,
them. It was some fun stuff with our live
that was
audience
fun.
too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Neil saying this will be the version I get on Blu-ray when it comes out. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
DMC saying, hey, Knight and Coriander. Hey, what's going on, DMC? How
Hello.
you doing? Lamar in the chat saying, good evening. How's it going, Lamar? How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, nice to see you. But yeah, so for me, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. I really,
Mm.
I really want to know what this is going to do because usually, with an alternate ending that they lift, it's usually at least interesting, if nothing else. It might make it better. You might
Mhm.
say, wow, they should have kept that in, or you might say, well, wow, they made the right choice. But it's usually an interesting situation nonetheless. The last thing that
Yeah.
goes on in this article is saying he added it's part of the movie. It's just not part of the appropriate momentum of dot dot dot. I think it was cool in its own right as watching a one-off movie, but knowing where we're going to exactly where we're going to pick up, which you'll know in a year, it wasn't the right look in the eye that we needed to give the audience. So again, this is just interesting stuff. The way you can tell, man, he's dancing around what's going
Yeah,
on
he
here.
is.
You know what I mean? Which I
Yeah.
mean, well, you have to do that. You
You
don't want to
have
give
to.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
don't want
do.
to give away everything because obviously you want
Mhm.
people to check it out. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep.
it sounds to me that like I said, it sounds like it's going to be something really cool, and maybe in and of itself, I think it might work. But what he's talking about, what it sounds like, is that when you watch this movie and then you go into Halloween Ends, that this doesn't have the right rhythm, to go into the next
Mhm.
movie. So I'm curious, man. I'm really curious.
Yeah. Me too. I can't wait,
Absolutely.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Lamar saying, actually, I have watched them shits, all of them, all of the movies. That's awesome, man. You know what? I
Yeah.
had not watched all the Halloween movies in years until we did our review of the series. It had been
Same.
many, many years for some of those movies.
Yeah.
Um, Ben's in the chat saying the book version of Halloween Kills has the original ending. Okay. He said it's a minute or so more. All right.
Hmm.
All right. He was talking about all the stuff that was in the cut. It was gorier, showed the skeleton dude's death and original ending. Okay, cool. Miss Carter saying, I never was the biggest fan of the franchise, slowly coming around, but all the constant bombarding is wearing on me. I hear you.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
think, but when you're talking about these franchises, and I know you know this, Miss Carter, but when you're talking about Friday the 13th or Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street or Scream, the big tentpole franchises, when one of those things come out or there's some new news about it, I mean, we did that video like what was it, about a month or so ago after the lawsuit for Friday the 13th was over, and we had a
Yeah.
heck of a lot of people interested in that, and there hasn't been a Friday the 13th made in like a decade, what, like 12 years. So these
Stop teasing.
franchises, well, I'm just saying, but
I
these
know.
franchises, they're popular, so
Mm.
obviously there's going to be a lot of people that are clamoring for information, and it is what it is. But I pace myself personally, when we talk about watching these movies and the franchises. I try to pace myself as much as I can. Ben was saying, same, Missy. I'm not a big fan of the Halloween franchise. I think there are more bad ones than good ones. I hear you. I hear you. We definitely had some highs and lows in our
Oh,
discussions,
yeah.
you know.
Yep.
But I will say and I said this, I don't know which episode it was, but I will say this. Going into the review series, I was really kind of hesitant because I knew there were some that I really had issues with. But going through all of them bit by bit, talking about them, having a discussion, I really do have a better appreciation for the franchise in total. You know what I'm saying? If that makes
Mhm.
any sense. Even the bad sequels, and there were a couple that were not very good, but even the bad sequels were still better than, a lot of average movies. So, it depends on how you look at it. It's all perspective, I think. It's all
Yep.
perspective. But anyways, guys, that's about all we have for the information on Halloween Kills, the extended cut. I'm really wondering if this new scene will give us any idea on what to expect from Halloween Ends. And obviously, when Halloween Ends comes out, it's going to be kind of, like kind of putting those pieces together because I'm really curious because the way Halloween Kills ended, it was kind of like, whoa, it's kind of like, what? You know,
Mm.
it was kind of a gutsy ending. Um,
Yeah.
Neil saying they'll probably do another trilogy after this: Michael versus Jason, Michael versus Freddy, and Michael versus Predator. Ha ha ha. Yeah, maybe.
Right.
But you know what? People are going to see it, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But people, they really enjoy these franchises, these tentpole franchises. So I guess it is what it is. But anyways, guys, let us know what you think down in the comment section. Let us know if you're curious about what this alternate ending could be, this extended cut with the new scenes. Are you excited for Halloween Ends? Or, like some of you are talking about, are you burnt out on it? And by the way, if you are burnt out on it, just pace yourself, guys. Just pace yourself. Even myself as a YouTuber talking about these things, like I don't watch every Halloween video that comes up, even if it seems interesting, because I watch the movies and obviously doing my own material. But pace yourself, guys, because I do think this trilogy, and well, actually, I can say this as my own opinion. This new trilogy is really good compared to where we came from. We had some rough entries in the franchise,
Yes.
and these guys that are doing this trilogy, they really have taken great care to try to respect the franchise, in my opinion. And of course, that can
Mhm.
be up for
I
debate.
agree.
Yeah, I mean, they got the mask right.
Yeah, they
They had a
did.
good Michael Myers. They had some good
Yeah.
acting, some great gore, some great
Yep.
kills. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a horror movie. What else? What else do we need?
Right.
Neil saying I watched them all. Ben saying, I think they changed the ending because it was supposed to make the whole thing happen on one night, but they changed the new movie to happen 4 years later. I was wondering if that might be what it is. I was wondering too, man. Yeah. But anyways, guys, that's about all we have. So definitely please let us know in the comment section what you think. Give the video a like. That would help support the channel and we appreciate it. And like I said, even though you guys are burnt out, just remember we've gone through the Halloween movies, and even if you're burnt out on them, we had great discussions with ourselves and with the live chat. So definitely check those out
Yeah.
because again, it was really, really fun to do, but there was a lot of time put into doing it. And yeah, it would definitely help
Yep.
support the channel. So
Mhm.
we will catch you guys later. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace out, guys. Catch you later.
Church.